Liebe Festgemeinde, hey, willkommen zurück. Wir haben Seraphia besiegt. Teil ist der Geweihte des Lichts geworden.
I must chronicle every detail of our Soul Guard Kum Alm's journey. Every word he said, every path he's trod.
Yes.
Oh, and I mustn't forget the events at Teratio.
Aish is keeping himself very busy with his records.
Yeah, well, it keeps him happy. I'm just glad he joined the convoy.
Doch Sinn, das aufzuschreiben. Bei dem Schicksal, das dir bevorsteht. Ja, wir sind auf dem Weg. Lucia Isle. Wir müssen wieder zum Mana-Baum. Das heißt, Glyphs, Jackseed und all der Spaß. Ich glaube, wir sind ganz gut weit vorne, so was die Powerkurve angeht. Deswegen habe ich jetzt weniger Angst davor. Die Frage ist natürlich, wie nah sind wir jetzt schon dem Endgame? Das finde ich ganz spannend. Weil dann gibt es natürlich immer noch Aufräumarbeiten. Großen Elemental Ares, Nemesis, wobei die ja um Level 50 rum agieren, bis ins Level 34. Wenn mich nicht alles täuscht.
Let's use the meridian to travel.
Also eigentlich ist da noch ein bisschen Luft. Andererseits haben wir Kaktus auch spät gefunden, für die Cactus Super Smarts natürlich. Du bist Lumina Lantern. Was ist du?
A Soul Guard's resolve never sways.
Doppelte Erfahrung.
Let's use the meridian to travel.
Mal schauen, ob das so viel besser ist als vorher. Richtig?
I wish we'd been able to thank Trent for his help earlier.
He probably saved our bark back there.
Hier übrigens Kaktus.
Goodbye, convoy.
Den hat.
Hello, Calamity.
I was so desperate to get Hina's core stone. I almost lost myself. We owe him.
Hier haben wir... Oh, das ist Trent.
Audienz, I see you have returned.
Phew, you had me worried, Trent. Thanks for the help with Deilophos earlier.
Your thanks is unnecessary. As the overseer of the sanctuary, I could not sit idly by and allow harm to come to the Alms in the midst of their pilgrimage.
Trent? As in the sentry of the sanctuary? Watcher of the Alms' passage? He is much larger than recorded in the texts I've read on the subject. Could I perhaps...
Not now, Aish. Focus.
As for you, Soul Guard Val, here is where the escort's journey ends. I have bidden farewell to many a Soul Guard in my time here as the Overseer.
Aber du weißt noch nicht.
However, you have been appointed as an Alm in your own right. You may proceed onward to the Mana Tree with the rest of the Alms.
Thank you. I am honored to fulfill my duty as the Alm of Light. But before that, I want to talk to the Mana Goddess.
Curious. I would inquire as to what you have seen and heard on your travels that would prompt such a request. Please enlighten me.
Ah, können wir mit Deilophos zu tun.
We know that Deilophos is planning to take his revenge on the Mana Goddess, but we don't know why.
He's going around reviving benevolence to stir up trouble. Sure, We defeated 3 of them already, but that's not the point.
The point is that Delophos is regaining strength, and now he looks really weird and really menacing. We can't let him keep going like this.
Before long, he will arrive to assault the sanctuary. We seek a way to stop his progress, but we need the goddess's guidance.
You plan to stop Delophos yourselves? Yet again, you surprise me.
We feel partially responsible for his resurrection and sudden rise to power. Plus, he still has Hina's core stone. I have to fix this before I can give my soul to the cause. Please
Dieses
understand.
Stirnteil nervt mich.
Your plight is noted. It is not my wish to place any undue burdens on the Alms, nor on the goddess of Mana herself. But I believe I am coming to understand what the elemental spirits saw in you when making their choices. There is change brewing in Kidiel. Steel yourselves, Alms. You may enter the sanctuary with my blessing. Prepare your minds and hearts for when your souls will be necessary, and for what purpose you have been called.
Ominous words, my
Nice.
friend. We'll stop by after we hash things out with the Mana Goddess. How about you wish us luck on our way?
Very well. Until we meet again, Alms, take care and keep a weather eye out on the road ahead.
Will do.
Thanks. We'll try.
Mhm. Auch wichtig.
Now it's off to see the Mana Goddess.
The Sanctuary of Mana.
Karina, wait!
Oh,
Damn.
That's gotta be the Tree of Mana.
wow.
It's beautiful. Almost familiar in a way.
Familiar. Yes. It makes sense that you feel that way.
The fairy.
Dropping those eaves as always, I see. Life begins with the Mana Tree. And when your time in this realm is over, your soul returns here to continue the cycle of rebirth.
Oh, then the Mana Tree oversees not just the Alms, but all creatures. It's where all souls end up.
When the world was still Fadiel, the Mana Tree was in the spirit realm, right?
Yes. If Kidiel had not been created, you would never have had the opportunity to see the Mana Tree.
Incredible. If only I could tell everyone back home what a stunning sight this all is.
We've wasted enough time looking. It's time to get some answers.
How might one find the goddess in order to seek an audience?
Frage.
Follow the path and it will lead you to her. Be sure to stay on the path, though.
Will ich wirklich auf dem Pfad bleiben?
But that's...
Monsters? Here?
We never had monster infestations before. There goes the neighborhood.
The barrier around the Mana Sanctuary is meant to be impenetrable. However, I happen to have several hypotheses over the origins of these sanctuary monsters. Some species might have been trapped inside of the barrier at the time of its fabrication. Or perhaps specific species are able to puncture...
Oh my, Master Aish is muttering to himself yet again.
Let him talk. Maybe he'll bore the monsters to death.
We should get going, but be careful, everyone.
Oh.
I didn't account for monsters once we were in the sanctuary. What could be the cause?
Leave the hypotheses to Aish, Morley. We got bigger fish to fry.
Finally, a lucky break. Now that I'm an Ulm, I can protect you all the whole way. The gloves are off!
For your assistance.
Holy
You're mine! Lumina Lantern! You're mine! Easy! Got it! You're mine!
In Rabite. Okay.
It's just survival of the fittest. I don't make the rules.
Yes!
Spitzen.
If there were trapped species inside of the barrier, we must take into account the change in habitat. Could evolution have played a part in creating this many subspecies? Or perhaps...
Should we permit him to ponder uninterrupted? Words will not reach him at this stage, I believe.
It figures. Aish, stop falling behind if you don't want to find your own way.
Wanna do this the hard way, huh? Lumina Lantern! Next! Take this! The vessel's filled with mana!
I feel stronger than ever before!
Okay, Level 36 sind wir jetzt. Kann ein Kaktus hier reingekommen?
This is kinda exciting. Is this? Taking this. Got some syrup.
Falsch gewesen. Ein Grizzly Syrup. So, musiktechnisch würde ich sagen, wir sind noch nicht ganz im Endgame. Weiß ich schon.
Taking this. I feel like I can take anything on. The gloves are off.
Holy
Come at me.
Holy
Here I go. Okay.
more!
I've saved up quite a bit of lucre. Time for some new gear. Time to shine. I'm brimming with power. Grizzly.
Nichts. Deswegen schauen wir mal weiter.
Hina here to see this.
Yeah. She would have loved this view.
Then I'll be sure to soak up as much of the atmosphere as I can, for her sake.
That's the idea, Karina. I'll do the
In
same.
Kasse. Hasen hier, 4 Gold.
Taking this. Grizzly! Wanna do this the hard way, huh? Lumina Lantern!
Entspannt, was die Lumina Lantern.
You're mine!
Undine! One rival remains.
Eggplant Man.
We should outfit ourselves with new equipment and accoutrements.
Grizzly!
Wir werden noch ein bisschen Vulkan.
I'm brimming with
Kann ich
power.
vorstellen, dass der so
Yes.
fast Endgame Content. Ansonsten fallen mir
Walk me
keine
through the
Gebiete
minds
ein.
of the Alms of old as they walk this path.
Our
Irgendwie
thoughts often turn
also-
to those we left behind in times such as these.
Bittersweet to reminisce, but my heart still feels warm. I'll bet you the alms of the past will give us a warm welcome.
Yes. Let me see. Nice.
Nordhose.
Grizzly!
Ich höre nicht.
Looks like I'm in luck, huh? Please work. I'm brimming with power. You're mine! Here I go! You're mine!
Get out of here!
Take this! You're mine!
Warming up!
Easy!
One rival remains.
Thunder! Get out of here!
Easy!
Outfit ourselves with new equipment and accoutrements.
Taking this. Activate! I'm brimming with power. Take this!
Gar kein Chest Knight, sondern
Take this! Okay. You're mine!
Diffuse! Owie! Owie! I'm not done yet! Kaboom! Kaboom!
kann ich hier.
I think I'm done for!
Hört irgendwann auf.
For your assistance.
Okay, nervig.
Foe.
Aber da können wir auch 0 Mugel reinschmeißen, wenn das häufiger vorkommen sollte.
Let me see. Is this? Grizzly! Resonate! Thanks for the pick-me-up. This is kind of exciting. Is this?
Okay. Nach irgendwas. Eigentlich suche ich nach irgendwas, was Statuseffekte entfernen kann.
Got some syrup.
Dort hin und her gegessen. Kann der Kack hierher kommen? Das lieber spricht der kommen.
I have to fulfill my duty as a soul guard. Saw it coming. Right back at you. Right back at you. Right back at you. Come at me. Lumina lantern. Got it.
It's just survival of the fittest. I don't make the rules.
This is kind of exciting. A rare item.
Laguna. Molly ist ein großer Tag hier. Okay.
Grant me power! Yes! So all souls return to the Mana Tree eventually. In that case, I wonder if Orin and Liza are back yet. Hey everyone. We made it.
Val, I am sure your voice has reached them.
Arena? Ausrufezeichen.
Huh? The path stops here.
Then how do we get to the Mana Goddess?
Fairy could well have indicated the wrong route through the sanctuary. Her directions were vague at best.
Do not doubt that you are on the correct path.
Okay.
It's Vidiz, the White Dragon Princess. Golly, what are you doing here?
You, your companions, and even I must face whatever future lies ahead of us, come what may.
Don't worry. Vidiz is like Trent, an emissary of the goddess.
Can you tell us how to continue on the path ahead?
I am the keeper of the future. How you choose to proceed depends on the answers you provide. There are many roads you may take, each with their own consequences. Do you understand?
I think so. We have a choice to complete the pilgrimage, or not. But that decision is why we've come to the goddess. Please, let us speak to her and ask for her wisdom.
After learning the truth, how will you feel? Will you accept it?
The truth?
Have you the strength to face the truth of this world?
Okay.
I do not know the depth of your conviction, what resides within your heart. Make me understand your intent. Your hearts will lead you along the path you seek.
She wants actions, not words.
We must convince her of our conviction.
You won't want to miss a moment of this, Vidiz.
I do not intend to blink. Now come. When tilling the lands to bear fruit, one must bear in mind the myriad disasters they will face. Extinguish the bane that threatens to incinerate all.
Really think about what she's telling us.
Think carefully. That is correct.
All right, got it.
Okay.
Not so fast! Close enough!
Behold your next trial.
Bring it on. I'm ready for anything.
As many rounds as it takes.
Feuer,
No
Licht und
mortals
Blitz.
yearn for the future. They are hindered by the shackles of their past. Expel the knowledge that leads mortals astray.
This one's a toughie. What should we do?
Think carefully.
Ich glaube hier in der Turmfeier
That is correct.
waren doch eben diese verbotenen Bücher.
All right, got it.
Holy bolt!
Mach das. Welche Gegner hat
Prepare for your final trial.
ausgelöst? Okay.
Final
Haben wir
one?
gelernt.
Then we go all out.
Ain't over till it's over, Vegeta.
Feuer, Licht und
As alm of light, surely you can decipher the truth from that which is false. Discern your truth, and yours alone.
Something I can figure out? Let me think.
Test your might.
This is how it's done.
That is correct.
Mhm.
All right, got it.
Beim Shuffle-Game aufgepasst hier. Und logischerweise war das dann auch immun gegen Lantern. Das war's. Was ist da los? Und ein paar Level.
Now it is clear to me. Those strong enough to break free of their fate. Long have we prayed for pilgrims such as yourselves. You may be the heroes that the goddess of Mana has needed all along.
Okay.
Go forth and create your own future.
Ihn bevor Kaktus an dieser Brücke
Thank
hängt.
you, Vegeta. Aha! Nice to see that this place hasn't changed. No monsters either. Looks just like it did back in Fadiel times. You have had a long journey, but the Mana Tree is just ahead.
A long and laborious journey indeed.
The Alm's final destination.
And yet, we aren't here to offer our souls like those that came before us. We need to meet with the goddess.
Mhm. Kommt mir doch bekannt vor. Bild.
Coda, the Alms have arrived.
Coda?
Ja?
Huh?
I am the guardian of this sanctuary.
There are humans living within the barrier? That's news to me.
Living? No. I am but a strong will given form. Consider me like one of the spirits. To put it in terms you may understand, I am the first in the long legacy of soul guards. You passed Vedeza's trial admirably, Vel. I should not be surprised given that you are of my own bloodline.
Bin ich auch ein bisschen ähnlich.
Ancestor? If we assume that long ago, people from Tiania were chosen to stand guard over the Mana Goddess, and that practice has held over to this very day. Aha! Then he is the origin of the Soul Guard tradition.
My mission remains unchanged since I first accepted it. Protect the goddess of mana.
Do you know where we can find her, Guardian Coda? We need to speak with the goddess as soon as possible.
You may refer to me as simply Coda. Trent and Vidiz have relayed your current plight to me. Come. I will take you to the Mana Goddess.
One of my ancestors is here? In the sanctuary? Well, I can't keep him or the Mana Goddess waiting. Time to go.
Spannend. Herz. Das ist Kindheit.
Goddess of Mana. I'm Val, and these are my friends. We've come here to ask for a moment of your time, before we offer our souls. Delafos has broken free of his seal, and is going around the world setting the Benevodons loose.
His only goal is to get his revenge on you, Goddess. You have to do something!
We have so many questions to ask. About Delafos and core stones, and my strange ability. All of it.
Goddess?
I promise we're telling the truth. Please listen to us.
We fully intend to sacrifice our souls when the time comes. But first, we have to protect the world from this danger.
She cannot hear you. The goddess of mana is unreachable in her slumber. She has not once awakened since she first fell into this long, long sleep.
Not a single source I have read has ever referenced that the goddess was in this state.
No one has ever been allowed this deep within the sanctuary. Her condition is not known to any others.
But Delafos is breathing down our necks. The goddess was our last hope.
Coda? How did she end up like this?
Vidiz believes that you can be trusted to make your own decisions. So, I will tell you. Tell you how this all came to be. The truth behind this world.
What could have happened to the goddess? Coda should have some answers at least.
Eine Laubsäge.
Fadiel, the world as it was once known in the distant past, was made up of 5 realms: the spirit realm, the mortal realm, the mystic realm, the ethereal realm, and the arboreal realm. Mana power once flowed freely through these places, and Fadiel knew only peace and prosperity. Until one day, mortals, in their greed, sought to use that power for warfare. The flow of mana was disrupted, and the 5 realms became perilously unbalanced. The mortal realm consumed an enormous amount of mana, plunging the mystic realm, home to the Benevodons, into disarray. The divide between the realms weakened to the point that all worlds merged into one. When the mana dried up, the monsters unleashed their wrath.
The discord that had driven people to degrade the powers of mana ended, and their battle against the Benevodons began.
The goddess wished to save the mortals from suffering at the hands of the Benevodons. So she asked Fairy, her emissary, to find Deilephos, name him her champion, and bequeath unto him the Mana Sword. And as promised, he successfully subdued all 8 Benevodons. However, he refused to return the Mana Sword, and instead swore revenge against the goddess, after the death of Cerulia.
Is that what changed Deilephos so drastically?
He lost the person most dear to him.
Sounds like Deilephos couldn't come to terms with her passing.
Indeed, Deilephos saw no reason to care about a world bereft of the one he loved. So he turned against the Mana Goddess. She ended up using all her strength to preserve a corrupted world. With her power exhausted, the goddess then fell into a deep sleep. It was up to the guardian of the sanctuary, namely me, to stand against Deilephos with the help of the elementals. But it was not enough. We struck each other at the same time, resulting in his stone imprisonment and my destruction. Only my will survived. If only I had been stronger.
So, Coda, Deilephos, and I all carry the same pain within us.
Wir hatten noch nicht ganz, warum Deilephos so.
So you're the one responsible for that boulder by the entrance, huh, Coda?
Yes, though he managed to break free regardless. With the help of the elementals, I was able to divide Deilephos' terrible power and seal it away with the Benevodons scattered across the land. But I underestimated the strength of his hatred. His power was steeped in animosity, which bled into the surrounding lands, creating horrible disasters in its wake. Eruptions will scorch the earth with fire from every fissure. The wind will rage and the winged fall flightless. Pure waters will run foul and disease spread. Soil that once brought life turns all to dust and stone. Verdant lands will wither away and seeds will cease to sprout. The glaring light will obscure the boundaries of reality. Darkness will deepen, breeding monsters in its wake. The moon's hold over time will splinter, depriving all beings of logic. What people refer to as prophesied disasters are actually the curse of Deilephos' power upon the land.
Then, the source of these disasters was never the Benevodons at all. It was a curse, brought about by a single man's folly, from the very start.
Strong emotions revitalize mana power. In addition, Deilephos had access to the energy from the Mana Sword itself. The elementals tried to stop Deilephos' curse from running rampant. Their powers suppressed the worst effects from taking hold. But with the 5 realms now combined, the flow of mana slowed to a trickle. Elementals couldn't maintain that balance indefinitely. And so, without anything to check its dangerous powers, the effects of the curse spread throughout the entire world. Tortured by the curse of Deilephos, mortals turned to the goddess for help and offered up sacrifices. Alms. Alms would travel to the mana tree and freely give up their souls, their life force, to the sleeping goddess. As I mentioned, strong emotions bring about mana power. With the souls from faithful alms, the flow of mana was rejuvenated, for a time. Powers restored, the elementals could once again suppress the effects of the curse. But after 4 years, their stores of mana would once again run dry.
That's why the alms have to go to the mana tree to stop disaster from befalling our villages.
At the end of their pilgrimage, I would change the alms into core stones to give to the goddess.
Core stones? Wait, you can...
Yes, Val. Your ability was passed down through my bloodline. Originally, it was used to return monsters to the flow of mana. Reintroducing life into the flow of mana was how Fadiel maintained balance.
So then what I did to Hina...
Oh, Val.
Sooner or later, that fate was waiting for her in the end.
Yes, as it waits for all alms who come to the mana tree. Your souls will be given to the goddess to protect the cycle of mana, including the soul of the alm of earth that you possess.
Liza's?
This is all we can do until the mana goddess reawakens.
What's that?
I
The
control it.
barrier is under siege.
Whoa, what is going on?
It's probably the Benevolons. Looks like they're trying to break through.
This is Delafos' doing.
Wie viele Benevolons gleichzeitig kann ich besiegen? Enekton? Okay.
What'll happen to the sanctuary?
There is no need for alarm. The Nevadons hold great power, not as great as the sanctuary itself.
Und? Was ist passiert? Warum war dieser Frosch so besorgt?
They're retreating.
Oh. Good.
There is no sign of the man himself. Perhaps Delafos intended this attack to serve as a diversion?
Delafos and the Benevolons are still a threat to us all, just like in the past.
Things aren't looking so good for the world if these monsters run free.
If the goddess is unable to grant us aid, we must muster our own forces. It is our chance to fix the future.
Our loved ones need protection. I'll do it alone if I have to.
We've already defeated 3 of these things. The remaining 5 will be a piece of cake.
Coda, we need time. I promise we will offer up our souls, but we have to take care of the world first. We will stop the rest of the Benevolons and Delafos before he hurts anyone else.
I do not have the power to stop you either way. Do what you feel is right. The decision to fight should be left to the living. It is your duty, as protecting the sanctuary is mine. I believe your group of alms has untold potential to rejuvenate the flow of mana. And more.
More what?
It is not important. What matters is that as long as Delafos has the mana sword, he will continue his assault on the sanctuary, and the goddess kept safe within.
Then we'll just have to reclaim the sword ourselves. It's the only way to keep disaster at bay.
Returning the sword to its rightful place wouldn't hurt either.
You should keep the core stone of the Alm of Earth. Abiding by the will of the alms is important, after all.
Coda is putting a lot of faith in you. I think you'll be able to handle the road ahead as well.
Vidiz has also acknowledged their worthiness. It is time that I trusted in people once more. Though I cannot lend you my own power, I can at least release that of this little one.
Oh. Chapter 6. Das Geräusch gerade. Remco-Verwandlung. Kämpft Remco dann immer noch mit?
Remco, is that you? What happened to you?
I do believe this is the sacred beast Flammy. Remco must have been Flammy the entire time.
Of course.
Flammy has made many documented visits to our world, but I never dreamed I would be in her presence.
Oh,
Flammy.
I get it. Ramco was just another form of Flammy to begin with.
Her wings are the fastest way to convey you to the Benevodons. Make haste, Alms.
Thanks.
Den schon kann man doch nicht schnell rennen, ne?
Flammy can take you anywhere in the world you want to go.
Ramco, you got so big. Big and strong enough to carry all of us. All the little ones grow up so fast.
Remember that Flammy's power can only fly you around for so long. She'll revert back to her cub form when you land. Just use the Flammy drum to summon her whenever you need to fly.
Ich habe mich gefragt, wie es im Kampf ist. Aber gut, dann nicht lange.
Whoa!
Wo müssen wir
Now
hin?
then, what's your plan of action?
Vulkan.
If I may, would you be so kind as to return me to Lagrazzo?
She says it would be her pleasure.
Then, to Lagrazzo we go.
Funktioniert das wie Fußball?
Now then, with Ramco's permission, shall we be off to Lagrazzo?
Ramco must really like the sound of that drum, huh?
We'll be relying on her a lot from now on.
Thanks for all the help, Ramco. You're the
Bin ich
best.
runter? Okay. Also, das ist für. Landen. I sound stupid. I'm stupid. Irgendwie kann ich nicht landen. Okay, aber nur dumm.
An excellent landing, young Ramco. Brava! Now then, I will begin the process of compiling what I observed within the sanctuary for analysis.
You're not going to help us with the Benevodons?
It grieves me to say it, but I must decline. Though please keep in mind that I want a full report on your exploits. I will add it to my account of this historic situation we find ourselves in.
I suppose he is the best suited.
It's okay that you want to analyze your data, but please don't let the information that Coda entrusted you with turn into gossip.
Of course. Not to worry. I take great pains to compile my notes in secrecy.
If it isn't the head curator and the rest of the alms, you're safe. Oh, we were worried when we heard the Benevodons were attacking the Mana Tree.
I am as well as can be expected, thanks to the Mana Goddess's barrier. Word of the Benevodon's revival has spread, I see. Have you determined where the monsters have appeared, perchance?
Reports indicate that disaster is spreading to the lands that house the Benevodons. Besseroth, Benevodon of Wind, has been spotted in the Vale of Longrin. And Tormarni, Benevodon of the Moon, near Aetern. Gandum, Benevodon of Water, was seen outside of Illistana. While the Benevodon of Wood, Florit, is stalking Vertius Burrow as we speak. Scribes have already been sent afield to collect what information they can.
Warum wurde vorher nicht genannt?
Curious. The Benevodon of Fire has not been accounted for. Is there no word of Volkibel?
No reports out of the Tiania area as of yet. Our theory is that the Fire Benevodon still slumbers.
I see. I suppose that is good news. It seems you all have 4 Benevodons to take care of at present.
I can feel it. The flow of mana power in each area has changed. You could start in any location, but time is of the essence.
Also fange ich mit dem Mond an.
My word! An emissary of the goddess! What a singular wing shape! Would you mind if I sketched it?
I'm afraid I'm in a hurry.
We should get going too. Good luck, Aish.
Farewell. We will meet again soon, I'm sure.
Let's focus on the 4 monsters we know of. So, Val, what'll it be?
Leave it to me. We can head out now.
Okay, wir gehen erstmal nach Labrazzo und bevor wir bei Benevodons jagen gehen, liebe Festgemeinde, das machen wir beim nächsten Mal. Vielleicht noch ein paar Sidequests hier schnell aufschnappern. Und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin, macht's gut.